So it's early, and we had a pretty good storm last night. It's raining a little bit, not enough for my liking. Still 60 degrees, but it's 97% humidity. So pretty high. Happy to report that after the storm, there's only minimal recycling blown around on my street. So that's good. Still have power, knock on wood. Storm's over, but you never know around these parts. Could randomly lose power at any point in time. So I decided to go for a run early today instead of last night for a couple of reasons. So I am now, this is like 2 days that I had off. One, I didn't get home from work until like about 10 past 6. So I didn't have a whole lot of time at home. Plus then I was like kind of not feeling it because I didn't go to the grocery store. I was supposed to cook dinner last night. We ended up going out. But the biggest indicator for me is that my right foot has been really bothering me. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times in some of my runs. I'm not really 100% sure. It feels better today. I decided that last night I would just go out to eat, relax, take some Motrin. Hopefully it would go down, the pain, and there's a little bit of swelling in my right foot, and that it would be better. Feels okay this morning, to be honest. But I did a couple of things. I think there was some kind of weird banding thing going on the bottom of my foot, but in a strange direction. I think that was from running or a way that I was running. But I did happen to step on 2 dog bones in succession over the weekend. And you could feel that the bottom of my foot it felt like it was all tensed up and needed to stretch, but the other one didn't. They didn't match. So I think that might have been some damage from stepping on the dog bone. Plus, I think I might be fighting a slight bit of infection because one of the dog bones skinned all of the back of my ring toe, and it was bleeding everywhere, and now it's sore. So it was probably that. I'm just hoping that this is just a 1 week setback. But today I have to run 2 30 minutes, which is funny because it's had me run longer than that. But this is the last day of week 5, so I only have 1 week left, and it'll all be running for 60 minutes. So I'm gonna put you in the bucket because I'm about to end my warm-up. Further today than I normally do because if I was up to a faster pace, which I was not, I wouldn't have had enough run time and cool down before I got home. So I'm not 100% sure. This might be the longest run. I know it told me that I had gone at least 4 miles. Obviously it hasn't said 5 yet. That dog, He's funny. He usually runs out with a ball in his mouth and then barks with the ball still in his mouth. Yeah, but I ran back by my street. Now, I guess I went a little too far. I couldn't see, I don't know what happened this morning. I guess probably my friends in the chat were too busy, so it wouldn't show me the time out of JustRun to see what was left. So I had checked before I ran by my street, and it was like 5 minutes and 45 seconds, so I just kept going. But it's fine. It's still nice out. It's only still 68. I think that's what I said it was when I started. The sun is starting to come out, but there's like so much water and a lot of like debris on the ground. I did take a video by only one tree, well, like 1.5 trees, one little tiny tree next to it on my route that went down, but a lot of like leaves and sticks and stuff. But yeah, overall this was nice. I don't know how long this was like early. Like, I don't know how long I would really want to do an early run. I guess I'll see how I feel the rest of the day. If it makes me feel like trash, I'll probably go back to the night runs. I just wanted to try a morning run today for 2 reasons. One, because I wanted to keep it as close to yesterday as possible. 2, I think this afternoon is supposed to be really hot, so I was trying to beat the heat, and I haven't yet gotten up early enough to do that. And also, 3, that's what I'm going to have to do for Disney even earlier, so I'm not sure when I'm really going to do that. Probably like in the fall, try to set myself up to run early in the morning. And I don't know what to do, so like if anybody's listening, I didn't eat this morning, but kind of ate late last night. I've read some stuff that says like people are like, oh, you could eat a bowl of cereal before bed. But I was thinking when I woke up this morning, I'm like, yeah, it'll only be like an hour before I go run. So like digestion, and obviously like it's not that long, so I'll be okay. And I still have a lot of reserves. But in the future, I'm not really sure what I should do with that. It is a concern of mine for Florida. But getting into a routine for it, I was checking. I know that the producer had asked about or mentioned this in one of her videos the other day. I guess it takes 21 days to form a habit. It could take up to 90 days. But I'm thinking like, I'm not going to be running every day. So like, do I get up super early? I got up at 5 today. That's not even going to be early enough for Disney. I think it'll be okay. I think if you're well trained, like if I was just threading the needle and barely going to be trained by January, I think that would be a problem. But I think because I'm going to be way ahead of the curve, I think the Galloway training says that like you would have to start training from like nothing August 29th or something, and it's not even July, and that was like I'm almost done with 10K training. I'm gonna turn around so you can see the sun back out, coming out. I can feel the heat from the sun though already, so thankfully we're almost done. We're almost home. But you know, that's something I'm gonna have to train with, and I think that July and August will probably be a lot hotter here, so that'll be a good thing to train that way, even though it's gonna suck. Also, somebody commented in one of the Run Disney groups, and I don't know if they're part of Fat Turtle Racing, but I've been having a lot of trouble sweating like under this. I think it's like coming from my temple maybe, but or it's just like sweating under my 2 sides of my sunglasses. And I know a lot of people run with hats, but I only usually run with hats like when it's actively raining to keep like sweaty water out of my eyes. So I don't run with a hat normally. I guess I was gonna try one today, but I totally forgot. But it wasn't really raining. But I'm wondering like, do I really want a sweatband? Is that gonna make me hotter? It's like I feel like I can feel the breeze, like even through like my hair follicles. I'm not sure that I'll want to lose that. So like, is it really better to run in a hat? If somebody had mentioned the Sprints hats, which we've been talking about, I'll probably just end up buying one to try it because it's supposed to have a sweatband in the brim. But I don't really want to wear a hat, so I'd be curious to hear what you guys do, or if you don't really notice that it's a huge difference to wear one or not wear one. Maybe I'd be more comfortable with like a Sprint hat, but I do have a running hat. I still feel like it'll be hot. So anyway, foot feels pretty good. I don't know how it'll feel later, but hopefully it was just that injury, and now that it's starting to heal, and now that I ran on it, hopefully it'll just start getting a little bit better instead of like me ripping the skin off of my toes. Anyway, have a fabulous day. Keep training. I keep seeing a lot of people on Facebook groups. They're just starting out, and it can be discouraging, but don't look at everybody else. Just worry about yourself. You'll get better. I mean, you'll be faster than me at like 15 something miles. So don't fret. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys